Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Hope you had a great trading day. We want to talk the trade that saved my bacon today. We're looking at the trade that saved my bacon. You can see the downward shift here that happened. Obviously, with the 30K account at Top Step Trader, I'm only trading the rabbit side of the trade and just taking one contract and move from zero, obviously, to 2,000 through step one, through step two, get to the pro funded account, get to 5,000, take it all out, rinse and repeat, do it again. And the next time through, take that 5,000, probably keep 2,500 of it, take the other 2,500 away, take that 7,500, do something with it that I want to do with it. So that's the plan. It's going to happen, just a matter of when now. But anyway, so let's talk about the trade today that worked out positively for me. You're looking at this tick chart here, and by the way, I've adjusted my tick charts. I used to have it 89 ticks. It's at 101 if you want to know. So if you're watching me this long and you've been with me for that long, I just want to let you know I've adjusted it. I'll play with it every so often to see what I like and what I don't like. All right, so see I have a trend line drawn across the charts right here. Why? Let's go back and look. It's based upon here. And I was able to catch this little move here for a little bit to get me even. And then I was able to take this one here to get me a little bit back to even. And I was able to take that one. And this was my winner of the day. But just looking at the tick chart alone is not enough. As time goes on, you know that I've got other charts sitting over here on my other screen. I've got my hourly chart, which I'll flip from hourly to day. All right, so when that loads up, so I'll switch that, and this is by the way, look at this trend that that the market's been holding here. There's a retracement happening, but when, right? All right, so I'll switch this particular. I'll switch this chart from daily to hourly, and then I'll switch this one from 10-minute to 15-minute. Now, was there a significant spot that we were looking for? I'm going to tell you ahead of time, it's 26.29. The day's high coming into the trading day and session itself this morning, the high was 26.29. So what I did and was able to take advantage of, so we shift back, as I saw this building up here, right? But it wasn't able to break through. It's usually it was back. Let's go back to the correct 10-minute time frame. So right here it was building up. You see this bar ahead of this, it finishes. Look how it finishes. Look at this up here. So it started to make sense, just needed the right signal. And around the pivot point can be dangerous to trade it sometimes, but if you can find the right setup, it's definitely worthwhile. So we come off here, we've had our channel. So at the time I had put a channel in here. I said, okay, look at this. This is holding here. If we get back down below here, perhaps we can go down a little bit lower, right? And if we get above here, perhaps it would be stronger on the up. So what you see here, hopefully you can see it before I even show it to you. You can see that old infamous 1, 2, 3 with the highway coming through, and then a downward movement. If you would have waited, for instance, right here, here, and here didn't really work out real well. You can see I was trading in here, and I was being, sometimes I was trying to catch that 8 o'clock trade, and I got myself caught a little one too many times in here. So I exited right here, and I noticed that this to this, and then we see this. So there's your volume spike that I was looking at. Now, if you look past here, you're going to find that on this day, the volume spikes weren't real high. They were pretty much under the 500 level mark, whatnot. But altogether, that one, I believe, is this one right here at 914. Let's see, yeah, the 914 is it? Yeah, 914 is with this one. So 14 minutes, excuse me, an hour and 14 minutes into the trading session, you finally see a good volume bar come across the charts. There was no red bar to start with, so you're looking at the blue side, and the blue was, if you add these three together, the 105, the 914, 730, and you take away the two reds, the highest reds, you're up over 750. So we're above the tiebreaker volume. When this volume bar comes into the market, it finally is the tiebreaker trade. This is what I'm getting at today. The tiebreaker trade is the trade that saved my bacon today. If I would have waited for the tiebreaker, if I would have just sat back and waited for the market to show me when to get in today, in other words, if I would have just taken one trade at the 8 o'clock mark and then taken my hit there and then stand aside, which would have been the wise thing to do, which obviously I got in the heat of the moment because I thought, all right, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Not the way to go at it, not the way to trade it. I know better than this, but I finally ended up taking my 10-minute sand thing, and I stopped myself from trading before it got too bad. So I was sitting down about 20 ticks, I think, before I ended up making it back the other way. So I finally stopped myself. I said, all right, I need a 10-minute timeout. Boom. Get into timeout. You know, your blood starts boiling every so often as a day trader. You think, hey, I'm right here. I know I'm right. It's going down. It's going down. But you know what? Timing can be wrong, right? Your timing can be wrong. So if you can't see what I'm talking about, here's a sand thing right here, right? A little sand thing going on. Sand. It's sand. You know, the desert. People live in the desert. Yeah, it's sand. That reminds me of an old Sam Kinison joke. How do you put it? He said, yeah, we have deserts in America too. We just don't live in them. So anyway, long story short, right? So this was your setup. Here's your 1 point, right? Here's your 2, there's your 3, and there's your move. Now, if you had the turtle side of the trade on, you can see that it would have kept you in it right here, right? This is nowhere near a pivot up here. So you're still in it. But eventually, this would have been your exit point. And this is why this is here right now. Once it received, or once it got, this was my exit coming out through here. Anyway, but once of the rabbit was exited right through here. The turtle side of the trade would have been following behind, but once we would have broke this, so this is that key component of where we had some resistance and support. Support becomes resistance and vice versa. So here's your support area. It was busted through. Now that support becomes resistance coming back through here. So we had tested it previously right here. So the test of this level has already been made. And then we come back through, you want to get out. So this is where on a Friday, you want to be Johnny on the spot and move. Now, on a Friday, historically Fridays without any true indication of which way the market wants to go, a lot of times they're going to run the high, and then they're going to run the low. Now, today's high to low was almost $1.50. Makes it a little bit harder to run highs and lows when you have that much space in between in the crude oil market. So long story short, this trade right here is a trade that saved my bacon. Now once again, here's your signal bar. Here's your coming up. You wait for the 1, 2, 3 to set up. You get involved in it, and you let it ride. Your stop, by the way, would have been a little above that level right there. It's Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. Gosh, starting to lose my mind. This has been a long week. Been in a lot of training here lately. I'm looking forward to working with you in the near future. Bye for now.